Just said goodbye to one of my mates this morning who's been living here for almost 2 years now. He had to go back to the US, and it's just one more person that Thailand chewed up and spat out. So in my time living here in Thailand, I've met countless people that moved over here to chase their dreams of living abroad and somehow ended up throwing that all away. A little while ago, I made a video with Sam down in Pattaya, and we talked about the struggles that people go through moving to Pattaya to retire, and mostly it kind of revolved around people running out of money or falling in love with a bar girl. Usually it was a combination of the two. But here in Bangkok, a lot of people move out here to chase their dreams of being an entrepreneur or working remotely or starting up a business, because Thailand is such an affordable place to live. Bangkok is an amazing city to live in, but it's still full of temptations. So I have come around to Nana. It is just before midday on a Tuesday, and you can see business is booming. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing?
Good, good.
Yeah. Wanna go have a beer?
Sure, always down for a beer.
So I've just popped out for a beer with my good friend Mark. He's been living here. He's from Canada, been living here for a year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Nice. And you're working remotely from Canada.
Yeah, remote.
So what do you think, living here in Bangkok, what's the biggest temptation for you?
Definitely going out. Last year when I arrived, Adam gave me the full tour of Bangkok and Pattaya and the whole area, and the what's what.
Like a holiday experience.
Yeah, you gave me because it was my first time, right? So he gave me the 2-week millionaire sort of experience, and then eventually I thought that was life in Bangkok every day or life in Thailand. Eventually, after a few months, I realized that that's not what it's all about. But it definitely is one of the hardest things to juggle, not going out all the time, and Bangkok being a hub where people transit through. We have our friend Rahil, Hardcore Hustle, that's in town. People travel here, and
there's always someone visiting.
There's always someone visiting. So I get that text every 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. Hey, I'm in town, and I think that's probably one of the hardest things to turn down, or to actually try to entertain, but not too much.
Yeah, be disciplined. Yeah. So then, in your time living here, have you seen this? Have you seen expats fucking it up, basically?
Yeah, for sure. I've met a couple of expats. I've met retirees. I've met a bunch of people that come here with the dream of living the Thailand life and end up either dwindling their savings or just fucking up completely. I met one guy that was from, I believe, the UK. He had a manufacturing business. He came out here, set up a business and all that, and then ended up, dwindling his money into the Nana life and the nightlife and the girls and all that. And right now, I haven't seen him in a while, and that actually gets me worried, because the trajectory the guy was on, I could tell that he was gonna crash.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? People think of Thailand, and people move out here thinking Bangkok's really cheap, Thailand's really cheap. I can have this really affordable lifestyle. But if you're going out, like, where these beers are costing us, like if you're drinking in these expensive places, like a big night out here can run you quite a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think the holiday mode thing is a real issue. It's something I struggle with a little bit when I first moved to Korea, but I think people come here on holidays and they see the lifestyle of, going out, eating cheap food, partying, meeting girls, and having all this fun and not spending that much money compared to back home. And you think, this is the life, I want to move to Thailand and do this. But when you actually live here, you need to separate yourself from that and live like you're living here. This needs to become your home and a place for you to work and still maintain your normal life, because if you stay on that road and continue to party and live like you're on holidays, it'll eventually all come undone. So then how do you personally stay away from those temptations?
I think the number one thing for me is work, obviously. I'm a digital nomad in some sorts, but I do work full time, and my schedule normally, I'm making an exception for today, but usually I'd be working from, let's say, 10 a.m. to maybe 5 p.m. and then I have dinner, call some grab, whatever, and then I have meetings at night with Canada. So right now with daylight savings time, we're on a 12 hour difference. So if the meeting, which is only about 15 minutes, 20 minutes at night, but if it's at 9:30 p.m., well, I have to be in shape to be there. So that means no drinking before, no drinking, during, or...
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. But yeah, essentially I have to be ready and I have to get shit done. So that's number one is work, staying focused, doing what you have to do. And number two, I think, is having the right people around you. So I was fortunate to meet a girl that you guys have probably seen in my videos, Nuna. And she's a normal Thai girl, down to earth. She doesn't go around these areas. She doesn't have any friends that are bar girls and live that life. And I'm fortunate enough to benefit from that. So she makes home cooked meals and she teaches me yoga, and we watch Netflix together, and it's.
You live a very normal lifestyle, basically,
yeah.
like staying away from all the partying and everything.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I got a girlfriend now, and we do like Netflix, and like some days we just like chill at home or whatever, but it's staying away from the temptation of going to girly bars or go-go bars or whatever, and getting suckered into that lifestyle. In Sam's video, we talked about like where things go wrong in Pattaya. And it pretty much all leads down there because that's what Pattaya's known for, and there's not a whole lot else happening down there. So ultimately people end up getting suckered into that scene. But here being a major city, you're able to stay away from that and do, like you said, the things you said, to live a normal lifestyle.
Yeah, and it's also about making choices. Like at first when I was in Canada watching Keys, I'd see him in Pattaya and I'd watch this lifestyle. I'm like, I want to be there near the beach and all that, which I love. But I get my doses of that. Like last weekend, I went to Koh Samet. I do 3-4 days there, come back to Bangkok, relax. So I get my dose of the beach life, come back to Bangkok, live the normal life. But if I were to go to Pattaya, I know what would happen to me. Like I would be at mist till 4 a.m. on a Monday, and it would be easy to do. So you have to actually be smart, gauge your temptations, and just try to live normally. In Canada, I would not go out on a Tuesday night till 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. So why would I do it in Bangkok?
Yeah, doses. You said that's a really good word. Doses of, like you said, a normal lifestyle. You would work 5 days a week and then you'll go out 2 days a week. So if you can find a way to still get what you're looking for, those little doses of fun, partying, and all that. But still maintain your regular lifestyle, I think is very important.
Yeah.
So then, expectations versus reality. When you moved out here, was it harder or easier than you thought to avoid these temptations and get into a groove?
Definitely harder, because the more time that I spent in Thailand and in Bangkok, the more people you introduced to me, the more friends that I made, the more people are popping in town. And I've made friends myself. I'll be out and I'll meet some Canadians and I'll meet some Australians, people from the UK, and they all have their own lives and timelines. And
there's always something happening.
There's always something happening. Like this week, Rahil, Hardcore Hustle's in town, and he texts me like on a Monday night, hey, I'm in town. I'm like, oh, I just finished meetings. And then the next day, oh, you want to do this and that? And he'll be out Friday, but I don't know, maybe next week, this guy that I met 3 weeks ago or 3 months ago or last year might pop in and say, hey Mark, I'm in town, and I may have introduced him to the bars and some other places, and this guy absolutely wants to meet me and wants to see me again. And it definitely is harder to resist.
Say no, right?
To say no.
That's something I get all the time, is like I'll have friends or people, hey man, I'm in Bangkok or I'm in Thailand, and it's like I can't meet all my friends all the time because it's like sometimes I need to be focused and I need to be not going out partying, and I know what it's going to be. So like, Rahil, the last time he was out here, he's like, bro, I'm in Thailand. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I've just got shit on and I can't see you, because I know what that night is going to look like. And this time, actually, when we caught up, we just went out for dinner. And we didn't go out drinking and partying. But yeah, the constant people visiting and coming over here is like, it gets really challenging to navigate that.
Well, it's one of the biggest hubs in the world, Bangkok. So people are here for one night or 2 nights, and they sort of expect you to be on.
They want to make the most of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
definitely harder than I thought.
So then finally, what are your tips for people wanting to move out here?
Definitely have your savings right. Get your money right before coming out here. Don't expect to live off $1,000 a month. You can, but you want to.
You have to adjust your lifestyle to suit that.
Because if you think you'll be living a party lifestyle or having a girlfriend or any of that off $1,000 a month, it's just not going to happen. Second of all is lifestyle balance. Bangkok is not going anywhere. That night market is not going anywhere. Nana is not going anywhere. These bars that you think are so magical are not going anywhere. It's the same thing night, day in, day out. Get yourself some hobbies. Don't be afraid to stay home. Make some friends, make some good friends. And if you're looking for some girls, definitely get yourself a good girl, has a normal job. Try to avoid all that bar stuff. And, I see so many of my friends get roped into it, and I'm more than lucky to have someone that's stable and normal and actually cooks and great girl overall. And just try to live how you would live back home, but with all the benefits. You don't always have to be in Bangkok. You can go to Koh Samet, Koh Chang, go explore, travel. Spend your money where it counts. I would rather spend 10,000 baht on a weekend with my girlfriend going to Koh Chang or Koh Samet or any island around here that's 2-3 hour drive than
10,000 baht in Nana Plaza.
Exactly.
Which will probably only last you a couple hours.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
Cheers. Well, if you can manage to avoid all the temptations, you get to hang out in this beautiful country and do stuff like this every day. Cheers. Normally I eat Thai food, but it's raining and I like Italian food.